All right, my name is Gibson Bardsley. The position I play is winger and forward, and I'm originally from San Clemente, California. I've always been told I've been kind of an unorthodox player because I kind of like float in and out, but I kind of like to be that guy that that unexpected tangent, like I'll pop in places that people don't expect me to be, and like to combine with other players, so just kind of a free kind of role. I've kind of done it all. I mean, my mom got me started really when I was young. I think I started playing around 7. She actually coached my first team, which is not many players can say their mom coached them, so I think that was pretty cool. But that definitely got me motivated to find, higher levels each year, and, I kind of started out in Southern California hopping around clubs. And then when we moved up to the Seattle area, I was with Crossfire and Eastside, which were 2 pretty competitive clubs. And then before long, I was knocking on colleges to try to see what school I could go and, try to express myself the best. It was pretty wild because, I had some looks at some D1 schools, but at the end of the day, this D2 school that came out of nowhere, I didn't even really look into them, hit me up, and the offer that they kind of provided and the way they described their program and what they, thought about me and how I could, grow as a person and player in that pro role really excited me, and so I chose to do that. At Western Washington, I had a blast because I was really kind of, right off the bat, kind of given kind of rules, so I had to kind of live within them, but at the same time express myself, so I had kind of like a base to build off of. My 2 coaches, Travis Cannell and Greg Bisbin, did a really good job at, growing me as a player, and checking different parts of my game to kind of like get me prepared for the next level. And, each year I kind of saw a good amount of improvement. So I think it's definitely, there's a learning curve in this league. It's like your first year, you kind of like, you're seeing different faces, the travel's different from where you might have played in college. So you're getting those kind of tangents thrown into the mix. But playing wise, I think after your first year, you kind of start getting in a rhythm of things. But what I'm really excited for is, in the previous years, it's all been like an Eastern Conference league. And now with this Western Conference, there's a couple new teams in, new cities. So there'll be different types of styles that you're going to be playing against and all that stuff. So that will be a really exciting aspect. Playing against Dave, he's always put out solid squads, and I mean, he's a lively character on the sideline, especially if you stir his pot a little bit playing on the other team. But it's the same here. I mean, he's a guy that livens up the locker room and motivates players, whether it's saying that was a terrible ball or saying you're doing a great job. So he's on both sides of the ball, making sure that you're there professionally, but then also making sure you're enjoying yourself at the same time. As I'd played in the league a couple years, I think Dave found out that I was a free agent because I'd played previously. I just got back from Sweden, and he was curious to see what I was doing, and I said I was up for playing, and he was gracious enough to give me an opportunity here, and so I'm hoping to kind of get back into the league and kind of kick off from where I left back when I was with Dayton Dutch Lions. It was awesome. I mean, here in the United States, a lot of your professional sports, you play your season and you get to a championship, and then if you don't get there, you just start back at ground zero. And when you're over in Europe, you're getting this mixture of like, if you lose a couple of games, you start getting those sweats about like, am I going to be getting demoted or relegated? And then if you're winning some games, you're getting up to where you might be promoted up to the next division, where that brings a whole bunch of excitement around the club. And I remember when I was in Sweden, we finished like 1 point from going in the playoffs. And just everything around the club was just buzzing. Everybody's, like, what can we do to help you guys get, more prepared? Everybody's like, what it's gonna be like at the next level and all that type of stuff. So it was kind of cool seeing that different type of, I guess, scenery. Who's the better player between Oscar and I? I mean, a lot of time I play with him, I give him a handicap, maybe 2 or 3 goals, because I know it's going to probably be a pretty easy game. But he's a quality player, but if we were to play a game to 10, I'd definitely beat him probably 10-5. It was really funny. I was pretty heartbroken the first time I met him because we hit it off really well, and I thought we might be roommates after that year. And he chose to live with a guy that he grew up with in Mount Vernon, and I kind of was just thrown to the front steps. So I was a little heartbroken, and I never let him forget about it for the remaining 2 years I played with him. So as fate be told, we finally, when we heard that we were going to sign here at Tulsa, I think Dave had mentioned to him saying that we might just have you room with Gibson because you guys have played together and, you know, have some, you know, history. And when he told me, I was just like, I don't know. I mean, you kind of threw me out last time. Are you going to do it again? And he's like, no, bro, let's do this. So I'm pretty stoked. I think we'll get along pretty well. Recently, you know, before, he's always been a guy that's on time. But for some reason, like this last week, when everybody's ready to roll, this guy's like, you know, eating his oatmeal, forgetting stuff in the house, so he's having to go back in. And I even think this morning he like got in the car, got back out, and I think he got more of a workout than he did at training today, trying to get in and out of the apartment. So I'm really lucky I get to sit next to Kieran Wazube, I think I'm pronouncing it right, and Ryan Price. And so we're kicking it, you know, having good conversations, and you know, you got Andy Lorray across the locker room, and we're going back and forth. It's just been, each day it gets funnier and funnier because, you know, you're getting to see bits and pieces of everybody's personality as like the week grows, and I can't even imagine what it's going to be like, you know, a month from now where everybody's really comfortable. It might get a little too up and close and personal, so it will be fun. Tulsa seems like that diamond in the rough that, you know, nobody knows about, and I'm excited to see how much we can blow up the stadium. And after games, if you guys want to come say hello, I would love to meet everybody I can, because it's always cool seeing these people that are out there, you know, cheering you on and getting you pumped up while you're playing.